trouble now. George, bring me my axe. Hurry! Get the boys down on the hatch. Quickly, go on!
Quickly, get inside! Mommy, I'm scared.
Shh, don't be scared. Okay, look, you gotta get inside. You gotta be quiet. You mustn't make a sound. You gotta promise me you won't make a sound.
I promise.
Okay? You'll be alright. Okay?
Go and hide, Lily.
I'm not leaving you, John.
Come on, Lily, go!
John!
Stay close, Billy.
You've had a terrible fever dream, child. But you're safe now. Safe with Agnes. Look a little younger now you're awake. Under all that stubble, child, you must be no more than 20 years old. No, you couldn't do no harm to no one. Still, you had old Agnes dreadful frightened. Thought you was something else.
My father.
Shh, child. Don't try to speak. There'll be plenty of time for chatter. You just gotta get some rest now. I've been sitting here an hour just trying to patch up that wound in your thigh there. Tore clean through your iliotibial band. Yep, it's gonna hurt bad trying to walk any distance on that. You're lucky old Agnes don't mind the company. Here. I've been saving this particular bottle. It's the strong stuff. It'll help numb your pain. Sure does get pretty lonely out here, though. Sometimes you just gotta do what you must to pass the time on a black winter's eve. Oh, my goodness, child. Where are my manners? It's been too long. My name's Agnes. You have to understand, child. When someone creeps up to your front door way out here, the mind grows awful worried. Guess I'm thankful it was only you. Could have been the bitter end for old Agnes. Lucky I keep my trusty rifle close by. What were you doing way out here anyhow?
Me and Father, we were hunting deer.
Oh, hell, child. There ain't no deer this far out. Now, your father, he's still out there in that bit of cold?
Probably looking for me.
Well, child, he ain't gonna find you here. It's already past sundown, see? I ain't heard any fella come by. He don't want to get stuck out there in the dark. That cold'll freeze the blood in your veins once the sun's gone down. If them things don't get you first.
You got the papers out here?
No, child. I don't bother with any of that. What goes on outside this cabin don't concern me.
A radio?
Well, I did have one once. Guess it broke. I'm no good at electronics. Hell, child, the devil knows I'm not.
Billy. Call me Billy.
Billy. Sweet name. Little Billy Go Gruff. Your mama read you that one? I'm sorry, Bill. I'll just shut up and let you rest. But not until you've had some of this. It'll do you good to warm your bones. There, Billy. It'll be all right. Mama Agnes got you now. Come on now, Billy. There you go. Come on now, just a few more steps. There. There you go. be much more comfortable here. Warmest part of the cabin.
Thank you.
Oh, don't thank me, child. I'm the fool who did this to you. I'll be downstairs. You just yell out if you need me. King. You know, some nights I've snuggled up with King and just fallen asleep in his doggy bed. Can you imagine if anybody came by and saw that?
How long do you think it'd take for me to heal? Well enough to head back into town, I mean.
Well, as long as it doesn't get infected, you should be all right to walk on that in maybe a couple of weeks. But you just need a rest till then. Your father can wait.
Don't you have a radio or something? Just most people do when they're this far out.
Well, I'd have radio for help if I did have one, now wouldn't I?
Right.
You just need to rest your sweet head, child, and let Agnes take care of every little thing. Nighty-night, child.
Night, Agnes. What are you doing?
Oh, Billy, you should get back into bed. You need to get some rest.
You expecting unwanted company?
I guess I have something to tell you, Billy. This'll all make a lot more sense. Now, I didn't want to say it first. Hell, child, you were frightened enough, I'm sure. But I need to tell you why you're really here. That is to say, why I fired my rifle at you. See them doors, front and back there? See how I got them beams up against them? That's to keep something from getting in here.
Bears?
Oh, Billy. I don't mean animals. I don't mean people. Hell, you'll probably think me a lame-brained old coot, but you'd be wrong. Was about, let's see, 12 or so days ago, and most mornings since, there's been a strange happening. I wake up, come to the door, and let King out to take a leak or whatever else. And I fill these old lungs with that cold, icy air. Except on this day, I open the door, and there it is. Big, long trail of footprints. Right up to the doormat, over to the window, then back out again into the forest. It sure ain't often I get visitors, so I thought it mighty curious that someone would walk up to my cabin and then just go.
I thought this place was abandoned. Looked like it hadn't been touched in 50 years from the outside.
Well, footprints don't stay long, Billy. They were lost in the snow that afternoon. Next day, though, I go to let King out, And can you guess what?
More footprints.
Same thing. Nobody knocks. Nobody leaves a note. Just takes a look in at me. Hell, I'm on my own out here. Could be anybody fixing to do something to me. That's why I always keep my rifle close by since then. I haven't had it loaded since I shot down a snowshoe hare the size of a wolf last spring. And there's something I still haven't told you, Billy, about them footprints.
Oh?
They're blood red. Every one of them. Red like the devil with a fever.
Agnes, nothing on this earth makes a red footprint.
Who said it was of this earth?
Just what is it that you think you've seen?
6 days after these mysterious tracks, I'm out in the snow cutting wood for the fire. And I see it. It chills me to the bone, the sheer memory of it. Tall as a man, shaped like a man, had hands, feet, arms, legs, except it was naked. Totally blood red. Not a single patch of skin on it. Just sticky red muscle and bone underneath.
A man without skin?
The red man is what me and King calls it. It looked at me for a short moment with its milky white eyes. I couldn't believe what I was looking at. Yet I couldn't take my eyes off it. And it staggered off between the trees. I can still see those terrible eyes looking at me. The terror won't leave my body. I can just imagine the thing in the room with us here right now. Coming on up behind you, child. Coming to take you off to whatever hell it crawled out of. Don't you, King? I dare not let the poor thing outside.
And so you thought I was that creature coming by your window?
Oh, you bet I did. Thought I heard my traps going off.
That's your story.
You just think I'm more cuckoo than a clock factory, don't you, child?
There has to be a logical explanation. Surely to God.
All I know is you sure stumbled into the wrong cabin.
King. Damn dog. You want to get out of here too, huh, boy? Come on, let's go. Sorry, Agnes. Looks like you ain't getting me. King! King!
King, no! What is this done to you? No! They got in. I don't know how, but they broke in here and took it from us.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, Agnes. I woke up in the night. He was scratching. I just let him out for a moment.
You let him out.
He wanted to go.
I told you, Billy! I told you about those red devils. Oh, you dog killer! He's dead because of you! You don't. Kill him, Billy! Kill him, Billy! Don't, Billy!
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Billy, that I ever let you into my home. Okay, you're sleeping in a better place now. My little angel. You'll be waiting with the rest of them. Waiting on up in heaven for Mama to come on home. Okay, you were the only one that ever listened to Mama Agnes. You were the only one who ever kept on Mama Agnes's secrets. Oh, you reminded me of mine and Daddy's little angel. Before Mama came and took her from me. And just look What happened to Mama? I'm going out for some fresh air. You better get a new bandage on that, or it'll get infected.
Answer me, son. Please, Billy. Just answer.
Any sign of the kid, over?
Nothing out here, Wolf. Not a sign of him.
We won't stop looking till we find your boy, Mr. Kavanaugh. You have my word.
Where are you, Bill?
Oh, Billy. Billy, child. When you come downstairs, I've been calling you.
I heard you, Agnes.
Oh, Billy, I'm sorry. I overreacted. I understand that now. You weren't to know, child. It's just that King was everything I had. He was my only friend out here. Now I've had time to calm myself down. I know it was an accident.
What the hell did that to him, Agnes?
You believe me? You believe there's terrible things out there?
I believe you.
Oh, Billy, we've got to stick together. We've got to keep each other safe. Come on, Billy. Come downstairs now. See what Mama Agnes has made for you. me what it's like back home, child. Tell me some about your family.
Father's a big part of the community back in town. Likes to help people out. Knows everything and everyone. He's always chomping on a fat-out cigar. Smells like him, too.
That right.
He fixes up snowmobiles, mountain sleds, that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Well, I do the same. Well, I help out. We don't have much money, see, so I just do what extra I can.
He sounds like a fine daddy. When I was little, we just had dogs. I don't know how to use all that machinery. I can fire a gun.
Yeah, I know.
That's about it. Even for hunting, I'm more likely to use those little traps my daddy taught me. You should have seen the size of some of them double spring steels. They went all rusted and broke eventually. But they were strong enough to snap the bone in a beast's leg. That is, if it didn't chew it off first. I used to collect the abandoned limbs that I found caught in the teeth. My daddy, he used to make them into little furry necklaces for me.
And your mother let him show you all that?
Mama wasn't around much after she left.
Oh. Mine neither. Actually, I don't know my mother at all. And Father doesn't talk about it.
That's sad to hear, child.
Makes no difference to me. Father's everything I've ever needed.
I just can't imagine how a mother could turn their back on a boy like you, Billy.
He said the cold made her crazy. So she moved on.
Well, now you got Mama Agnes to take care of you. Show you that motherly love and tender care you never had.
And you, Agnes? How did you end up out here all by yourself? You must have a family someplace.
Sure. I had that. And 2 little girls of my own. Little Susie and Sally Ann. I guess they never liked the cold neither. But me, this wide hell has always been my home.
So you don't see them at all now?
I see them. Oh, I see them. But they don't need old Agnes no more. Hell, that was some appetite you have.
I haven't eaten since yesterday.
Mama Agnes sure cooks a tidy stew.
It's delicious.
Well, I'm glad we put King to good use.
What?
It's hard enough to come by good meat out here. Couldn't let him go to waste.
You cooked the dog!
Hell, he's as good as any other creature out there that I'd have had to shoot down to feed us. You're the one who killed him. Old Agnes ain't stupid. I don't see good meat go to waste. The devil I want.
You might have told me first.
I was afraid you wouldn't need it. You need your strength. Hell, I can't manage it all by myself, Billy.
I would have preferred to know, that's all.
Oh, no, you're right. I could have told you. I just didn't think. Billy! Stupid, bad! Stupid, Agnes, bad! Listen to you!
Calm down. Stop!
It was fine. It tasted fine. It was just surprising.
solid fingers.
I stayed up all night watching you, Agnes. Did you know that? Obviously you don't. Anyone sitting guard with a loaded gun in their hands, fearing for their lives, does not sleep that easy. Is the gun even loaded?
What are you talking about, child?
I just want to know if your gun is loaded.
You want to know if it's loaded? You think it isn't, Billy? You think I dreamed out this whole nightmare fantasy?
Maybe I'm going a little stir crazy here, Agnes, but I can't decide whether you're playing games with me or whether you're simply not playing with a full deck.
I knew it. I just knew you'd think I was crazy. All I'm trying to do is look after you and care for you. Hell, you're just like the rest of them, ain't you? Always picking on old Agnes. Well, I didn't stand for it then, and I ain't gonna stand for it now.
Agnes, I just want to talk.
Too late, Billy boy.
Oh, Agnes, stop! Stop!
Course the gun ain't loaded. But you knew that, didn't you? I ain't gonna blow my brains out while I sleep. Got the bullets right here if I need 'em. Agnes ain't stupid, you know. You might think I am, but you're wrong.
Sweet Jesus Christ on a flaming cross. Get your bath bags, boys. This is by far the worst one yet.
Is it Billy?
Don't think so.
It's old man Clark's place. Look at the pictures.
Little Sally Ann. Sweet angel. What in the Lord's name have they done to deserve this?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Fellas, it's a bona fide massacre in this hellhole. But it ain't young Billy, and it ain't Russ Kavanaugh. Gonna have to call in another one, Pete. Get someone out here to search this place from tippy top to bloody bottom and see what we can find. Ain't gonna be more than half a town left unless we end this manhunt ASAP. Chuck, open this hatch, will you? My crooked old back can't take the weight.
What do you think's down there? Old thin roof?
There's a lot of blood here. But no bodies. Open her up.
What's happened to them?
Some twisted son of a bitch has taken their skin. Taken their skin and gifted the rest to the maggots. Fuck it, I've seen enough.
Dinner's almost ready, Billy boy.
You out there? You gotta get back on the coat, have you? Come on, answer, damn it.
Agnes!
What are you doing out of bed, child?
Agnes, it's right there!
In hell, there was a follow me back here, sacred God!
What does it want?
I told you, child, it's after us. But no, you never listened to old Agnes.
Is that door gonna hold?
Do you believe me now?
Yes, Agnes, I believe you. Fuck! Where are the bullets?
Oh, now you need bullets. Now there's something out there.
Agnes, I'm not screwing around here. Come on now.
Oh, you can't shoot down something that's just in Mama Agnes's crazy old head.
Oh, Jesus, what does it want?
I told you, child. It's the Red Man. He's finally come for the bears.
That's the damn bullet.
Should've listened, Billy boy.
I'm sorry. You were right. I should have listened to you. You were right the whole damn time. You're not crazy.
Good child. Better hurry, Billy boy. He's getting in.
Agnes?
Nothing gets out. Nothing gets in.
Agnes, we can't stay here.
You see what's out there, Billy. You seen that red devil.
Agnes is dead.
But there'll be more of those things.
How'd you know that?
'Cause Agnes knows.
I gotta get out of this cabin.
Oh, you're not leaving me alone with those things. God damn it! We almost got ourselves killed.
Agnes, it's over. We have to get out of here.
Oh no, you're staying put. You're staying right here with me. I'm keeping you safe.
You're keeping me prisoner.
Go to bed, Billy. You are upset and confused.
I don't know if that thing really is the monster out here, Agnes.
You don't do as I say, and you might find out it isn't. Agnes in cold blood after all I'd done for you.
I'm gonna die in this cabin, Agnes. I know that now. I'm gonna die alone in this white wilderness. And seeing as I don't know how much longer I have left, I better do what my father dragged me out here to do. There are no deer in these woods. You were right about that. But I wasn't hunting deer.
No, Billy. You're not like them, child.
No. But maybe I wish I was. And maybe if I hadn't suffered this bullet wound to the leg, you'd be long dead already. Or maybe I would have starved to death by now. Or frozen out there in the cold.
It's not what you think, Billy.
Stop it! Let me tell you a story, Agnes. Let me explain how I came to find you here. Back in town about 2 weeks ago, maybe longer, we started to notice something strange. You see, Big Johnny Carver lives on the edge of town. Not as far out as the forest, but far out. In one of those beat-up old shack houses. He lives there with his family, wife, and 2 boys, I think it was. Now, we don't see much of them. Except for Big John comes into town like clockwork every week to pick up his beer, his paper, and a copy of Cheeks magazine. Get those in special just for him. Guess it gets pretty lonely out there in the snow, huh? Even for a married man.
Sure does, Billy.
So one day I go in and I see there's 2 copies of Cheeks magazine. You see, I would always notice them there since I was little. And I say to shopkeeper Willard, "See, John Carver hasn't come by to pick up his jazz mags this past month." And Willard says, "Nope. In fact, he says he hasn't seen John Carver in near over a month." So, they head out to Big John's shack. Chimney's been smoking, so he's gotta be home. And well, you wouldn't want to know what they found. Wouldn't even tell me, actually. But they were real shook up. I knew they'd seen something they couldn't unsee and wish they never saw. Even my pa. And nothing gets him.
Is that right, child?
All I know is John Carver's dead. Had been since the month before. Probably as long as that dirty magazine arrived on that shelf. His whole family, too. They found the youngest boy. Jeez. He couldn't have been any more than 10 years old. They found him out in the snow. Frozen stiff as a brick. Poor little thing. Now what could make a boy run from his family and keep on running till his legs froze solid and he couldn't run no more?
Child, I wouldn't know.
Oh, I think you might, Agnes. Strange thing is, when they found John's family massacred in that shack, Willard records seeing smoke coming from the chimney all month long. Somebody was home. Somebody didn't mind staying around with just them corpses for company for damn near an entire month. Until not a crumb of food was left, or a twig of firewood.
Well, gets mighty lonely in the woods.
This ain't even your cabin, is it, Agnes? We came looking. A whole bunch of us. Still are looking. 'Cause someone butchered that family and they're still out here.
And little boy Billy thinks he's found his killer. You think it's me, don't you, child?
Bitch. I know it's you.
Agnes, no!
You dumb boy. You think Mama Agnes is some old fool, don't you? I seen those bullets under my mattress. Just how long you been fixing to shoot me dead, I don't want to know.
Oh, just fucking kill me if that's what you want.
Oh, I ain't gonna kill you, boy. I just ain't one to refuse company. But I am gonna have to take precautions. Because bad boys do have to be punished by their mamas.
Stop calling yourself mama, you crazy bitch!
Crazy or not, you're stuck here with me. And I will teach you to be a good boy to your mama.
No!
Just smell that fur. That's a fine smell. You did say your daddy's cigars had a fine smell. You were right about that, child. Smells of home. Bet you can't smell a damn thing. Think I just about busted your nose. But a boy must be punished if he misbehaves. And I call fixing to shoot me dead in my slumber a misbehavior. You only get as good as you give, child. I calls it tough love. That's all it is.
Tough love.
That's right, child.
You better keep a close eye on that rifle, Agnes. Because I'm gonna find it tough not to love seeing your fucking skull blasted right open the second you put it down.
Is that right, Billy boy? I wouldn't go making promises you can't keep now. You ain't gonna be in no fit state to fire a gun when Mama Agnes is done with that punishment. Did I divulge I ain't smoked in about 10 years? It's a little treat for Mama Agnes. Just imagine all the things you can find in the pockets of old coats. Enough to tell you half the story of a man's life. And look what I found. My granddaddy had one just like it. You recognize it, don't you, child? Had you been able to smell the fur, you'd as soon have recognized my new coat, too. Ain't that right?
Where did you get that?
Daddy would know. But Mama forgot to ask him.
Where is he? What the hell have you done?
What have I done to your daddy? Well, Billy child, if you do recall, you're the one who shot him in the head. That's right, child. He came all the way out here to find his little boy. And what did he find? Just old Mama Agnes out chopping firewood to keep young Billy boy warm and cozy.
No.
Well, your daddy asked me if I'd seen his boy. Oh, I seen him, I said. I got him all looked after back up in my cabin. So I led him on up here. And when his back was turned, I smacked him one good hard one across the back of the head. Now, I strip him down first. So your daddy was out there in the cold, hung up by the arms from that tall tree out back. I tell you, his skin had turned icy blue by the time I got to work on him. His little pecker had shriveled right up to the size of a walnut, a little white walnut. And I did worry he'd be so numb that he wouldn't feel the fine old job old Agnes had in store. But I tell you, child, he felt my blade on him. The screams coming out of that man were some of the finest I ever heard. Made the hairs on the back of my neck stand tall. Pretty sure that's what woke you up. It was my daddy who taught me how to skin. And ever since I was a little girl, I've always loved how the skin would just peel away like a sticky glove, slipping off to reveal the beautiful red meat underneath. You know, everybody looks different without their skin. There's nothing to hide behind. Eyes, no deception, just the true selves. You start with the neck. Good, clean slice. Loosens things up a little. Then you get your hands in there. Then you hook your nails in. And when you've had practice, like Mama Agnes, you can pull it wide open in just 2 pieces. It's a little rusty, but you just ain't to be trusted with a firearm present. That's why these 10 little digits gotta go.
God, Agnes, no, please. Whatever I do, you've got in that crazy head. You keep it in there.
We're gonna see to it that you don't have the physical capability to shoot your Mama Agnes in her sleep.
Please.
And to do that, we gotta make some alterations to your body.
Oh my God, Agnes, please. Please stop.
Oh, hold still now.
Please.
Come on.
Please, no.
Mama's got you now. Hold still, Billy. Hold still, hold still. Stop Really now, will you? Hold still now, son.
Please, I'm begging you.
It's all right. Mama's got you. Mama's got you. Oh, come on now. It's not hurting. Hold still now, son. Rise and shine, little sleepyhead. Oh, I know we haven't seen eye to eye over the last couple of days, but Agnes is gonna change that. I'm gonna make it up to you. You'll see.
Fuck you.
Oh, Billy, that's no way to speak to your mama. I bandaged you up real nice, see?
Oh, Jesus! What have you done? What have you done to my hands? You stupid bitch!
You will learn to say nice things to me. Well, it might take a little while, and it might cause you a lot of pain and suffering, but we'll get there. Either you take it fast and easy, or we take it slow, hard, and very painfully, child. You choose. Oh, Billy, you're just one big blubbering baby. I've seen men climb out of their own skins before I've had time to finish cutting it from their bodies because they were savage and determined.
You want savage, you just wait.
You don't scare me, Billy, you goose. You're here because I want you here with me. People who scare old Agnes end up skinned alive. I just dare you to kill me, child. Go on, and we'll see who's gonna feed you and tend to your wounds. And you'll never make it back to town without freezing to death. You little sissy!
Shut the fuck up.
Please, God, help me now. Hello? Is anybody receiving me? Over. Can anybody hear me? Oh, my name is Billy Cavanaugh. I'm stuck out in an old cabin. I'm being held hostage. It's the killer. The one everyone's been looking for. She's here.
Billy, it's Ruth. We're receiving you, but it's a weak signal. Over.
Oh, God, Ruth. Jesus Christ, am I glad to hear your voice.
Now you just calm down, son. Tell me where you are. Tell me what happened.
You gotta come save me, Ruth. I'm hurt. I'm hurt real bad. Just head out way past Johnny Carver's place. About 2 miles dead north. It's hard to find because it's deep in the forest, but it's there. It's an old cabin. It looks empty, but it's not.
Slow down. We got guys out now looking for your pa and some others that are gone missing.
They're dead, Ruth. They're all dead. She's killed them all.
You telling me it's a woman been doing all this?
I have her here right now.
You just hang on in there, son.
She's unconscious, but I don't know for how long.
Hello? Billy? Everything all right, son? We're heading out right now, Billy. You're gonna be all right. Just hold on tight.
Poor little Bill, skinned against his will. Watch his red blood spill. Agnes gets a thrill.
Who is that? You let that boy go, damn it.
We'll go a lot easier on you when we get you if you leave that boy alone.
You hear me?
You think you can outsmart old Agnes? Just like my mother. Thought she knew better than me. But she didn't know what Agnes and Daddy were up to. Oh no. But when she did find out, I took my gun and shot a hole in her head. I didn't mean to hurt all them ladies, but she was just so small and fragile. She was born weak. She had problems, Billy. Daddy said he shouldn't have done those things. And then it was all over. Just like that. Daddy was so mad. All Agnes ever tried to do was make him happy. But he beat me. And he sliced me all over and said he'd skin me alive like he skinned me. But I got him first because nobody can outsmart old Agnes. Not even you, Billy Cavanaugh. If you don't do what I say, I'll take your skin just like the rest of them. Folks are gonna come by here real soon and find us here. So you're gonna climb on in there, meathole, and stay real goddamn quiet. Else I'm gonna put a bullet in your brain, child, and you'll never see the outside of this cabin again. Goddamn quiet, Billy. Keep goddamn quiet or blow your brains out. You hear me? One word.
It's darker in here than a bison's ass. It's the wrong place. I told you it looked abandoned.
Oh, shut up, Chuck.
This is the place.
It ain't even on the map.
Exactly. Nobody's home. You're entirely right. It does look that way. But you gotta learn to use your nose, Chuck. Because I can smell something that's telling an entirely different story. Yep. Still warm. Boys, somebody's been staying here who don't want us to know. Sweet heaven almighty, that's a damn fine stew.
Well, all right.
Don't get too cozy, fellas. We're here to find Billy and put an end to this grotesquerie. So, this is where all the good meat's at.
I'll say.
Don't taste a pinch like Maggie's stew. My poor wife can't cook a damn thing. Never stopped her trying though. And never stopped me appreciating what a sweetheart she's been to me all these cold, long years.
Oh, damn. I don't think that looks like an animal's tooth.
Boys, I think it's time we put the stew aside. We might just have found Billy Kavanaugh. God damn it, Pete! Hand me that radio. Someone might just answer on this thing. Billy, it's Ruth. Can you hear me? Over.
Hey, Ruth?
What? Well, I'll be damned. It looks like we're in the right cabin, after all.